Hi everyone, this is Josh, and today we're going to talk about Alita, Battle Bitch, or Girl, or Battle Angel, who cares? I was actually looking forward to seeing this movie, believe it or not. Alita Battle Angel was written by James Cameron and Leda Kalogridis. This story comes from the Gundam manga from the 1990s, which was written by Yukito Kishiro. James Cameron was originally going to direct this film, but he handed it off to Robert Rodriguez because I guess he has to go off and make his stupid Blue People sequels that no one cares about anymore. The last Avatar movie came out in 2009, James. No one cares. Not even you. Robert Rodriguez is an American director, screenwriter, and producer. I'm pretty lukewarm on his filmography, or at least the stuff that I have seen from him. Spy Kids 1 was fine. Spy Kids 2 and 3 were garbage. Planet Terror was silly and stupid. I did think Sin City was pretty good, though. He's very stylistic in his approach. He's not afraid to get very over the top and campy. Sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's not. Alita is set in a dystopian future where a mangled cyborg is found in this big junkyard by this compassionate cyber surgeon played by Christoph Waltz. Upon waking up, the cyborg has no memory of who she is. Her name is Alita, obviously, and as she learns more about herself, she discovers that she has these super fighting abilities that she uses to defend herself and the people she loves. So like Robert Rodriguez's other films, this is very stylistic and very over the top. I kind of went into this film knowing there wouldn't be a great story. I just wanted it to have good CGI and good action. And I think this film does have both of those things. It feels very anime-like in how emotional it is and how passionate the characters are. I loved how the CGI looked in this film. The lighting was very consistent on all the CGI characters. The 3D really helped it a lot. Usually 3D ends up giving me a migraine from watching it, but I thought the 3D actually added a lot to this film. I mean, James Cameron did produce this movie, so you can expect some level of technical proficiency. The only thing I kind of hated about the CGI is the obnoxious design of having a live action face on this CGI body. It just looked so stupid sometimes. And I understand that these robots do have human faces and they have human brains. It just looks like they're wearing a mask. It looks so weird. Everyone hates the bug eyes of Alita in this movie, and I can definitely see why. Sometimes they're really creepy, especially when she's espousing her love to the love interest in this movie. The way her bug eyes look just makes her come off as the creepy girlfriend meme. I'm in the minority on this. I liked the eyes of her character, and it's not because I think it makes her look attractive. That's fucking weird, bro. They almost demand your attention, and I kind of like that. She's this really naive and childish character. She just doesn't know a whole lot, and the eyes make her look like she's this innocent, naive girl who can also rip you to pieces. I did really enjoy the first fight scene. Watching Alita wipe the floor with those 3 robots was really fun. I like the fact that in order for her to learn more about her past, she has to get into a fight and get into these really intense situations that trigger her memories. With every fight scene, she always has to go harder and harder so that she can remember these things about herself. That gives these action scenes a real motive to be more and more insane and to outdo the one that came before. There's so much to like about this movie visually and in general. I love the tone of the film. There's so many things that work, but the story is not there. I didn't ask for a whole lot of story, and I felt like I still didn't get enough. This movie was visuals and cool shit first and story later. It's exposition, action, no good dialogue, just all cheese. From the very beginning of this film, things just don't feel like they're fleshed out enough for you to get a full grasp on these characters, like the relationship between Christoph Waltz and Alita. When they interact for the first time, they act as though they've already known each other for a couple of days or for some time. It didn't feel authentic. Alita wasn't really asking as many questions as I think she should have. Maybe because she's a cyborg, she already knows enough about what's going on, I guess, so she doesn't need to talk like a normal person. They do end up fleshing out that particular relationship better as the film progresses, but the romance between Alita and Hugo, I think the character's name is just stupid and cheesy, and no one cared about it. I swear to God, Alita comes off as this creepy girlfriend because she likes this love interest so much for no reason. Every time Alita and Hugo are on screen together, it's either during an action scene or it's exposition. It felt like the film had assumed that we just knew that these two characters were close without really earning it. She offers her heart to Hugo at one point, and it's like, dude, chill out. You've only met me like 2 or 3 times. I'll give you my heart. The acting was Keean Johnson has the range of a block of wood. You're the most human person I've ever met.
Oh, really?
Mahershala Ali is uncharacteristically bad or emotionless in this movie. I think it mostly has to do with the script. His character doesn't have anything to do. These characters feel like schlocky B-movie characters. They have no depth, they don't have any personality, they're just there to exist and move the plot forward. The story is so weak that it almost seems like this movie was just an excuse for Robert Rodriguez to have fun and blow shit up and have James Cameron show off some new cool visuals to us. I wouldn't be as mad with this story if this movie didn't want us to take it so seriously. When it heavily relies on the romance between Alita and Hugo, it's really hard to be invested or really just give a shit. So I'm gonna jump into spoilers now to explain a couple of things, and go to this part in the video if you want to hear the rest of my thoughts and my score. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Towards the end of the movie, Hugo gets injured really badly and he has to have his head transplanted on a cyborg in order to survive. So after he wakes up, he's fed up with everything and decides that he's gonna walk up to the Sky City on this big pipe. Little does he know, the Sky City has these big defensive rings that come down these pipes in case anyone tries to climb up them. Alita knows this and tries to stop him from going up the pipe, but it's too late at that point, so the ring comes down, destroys a lot of his robot body, he loses both of his robot legs and one of his robot arms. Before he falls off, Alita grabs him, but he ends up falling through the sky anyways because his other arm breaks off. As he's falling through the sky, it's nothing but his robot torso and his live-action head, and he's like, no! It's supposed to be a really sad moment, but it's just so cheesy. I didn't understand how Jennifer Connelly just popped up out of nowhere to save Hugo in the first place. Hugo gets tracked down by these bounty hunters, and there was really no way for Jennifer Connelly's character to know where he was. The movie never really explained that. She just shows up conveniently for dramatic effect to help Alita with this transplant. You don't meet the real villain, I guess, until the end of this movie, and then it just ends. Guys, Alita was enjoyable. I had a good time overall. It's just that I couldn't get invested in it at the end of the day because it didn't have a good story. I'm going to give Alita a 3 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. You were so kind. Please be sure to leave your thoughts on this movie in the comment section below. Leave a recommendation on a film that I should watch and review next while you're down there. Hit the like button if you like this video, or share this video, or both, whichever you prefer. I don't care. And as always, if you dig the channel, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Josh. I might make a video about the Oscars once they conclude on Sunday. If you want to see that, then just comment in the comment section below, and I might make it. But I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, have some rest, and don't freeze to death. Bye.